It's now becoming very obvious that the reason why Nnamdi Kanu is still being held in custody is because he's from the southeast. These are the things that some persons would say, and it comes as though it is tribalistic. Yeah, because again, we are a tribal nation. We have always been a tribal nation. People put forth their ethnicity first before they put the fact that they are Nigerians. I mean, that is how this country has been built over the years. Our leaders are not even in any way trying to solve that problem. I mean, the last elections showed that, that we thought we were a nation, but the result of the last election showed that we were far from being a nation. These are the things that, you would hear and see, especially as it concerns Nnamdi Kanu. And then you would start thinking, if this guy was a northerner, if this guy was actually from a southwest, would he be treated the same way that he's been treated? If he was truly a northerner, if he was from anywhere else aside the southeast, would he be treated the same way? Another example I want to give is the fact that a certain group, or what they mean, said they were releasing 31 states, proposed 31 state creation, upon the fact that the Southeast has 5 states. In a country where regions, North Central have 7 states, Northwest have 7 states, others have 6 states, the entire Southeast has just 5 states. But the 31 states that has been proposed to be created, which for me is dead on arrival, was basically saying that more regions that is not the Southeast should get more states than the Southeast that has been shortchanged for so many years. I mean, should I go on and on about these issues? It's so unfortunate, really. It's so unfortunate. This particular story, I mean, everyone knows about the Nnamdi Kanu case. It's shocking that Nnamdi Kanu basically schooled Binta Nyako and the counsel to the federal government in their own court. It's just like, how they say they beat you up in your own home. More like in sports, they will say they beat you for your own backyard. That's exactly what happened. It was clear that even Binta herself didn't even know what to do when Nnamdi Kanu was giving her facts upon facts. How do you recuse yourself from a case? And because someone else said, no, you have to go back to that case, you want to not take it up? I mean, the law is clear, for crying out loud. How come they're going back and forth about this matter? In fact, when I heard that they were even calling him, they ordered him to come to court on Monday, and Binta Nyako is going to be the one to take it over, I was thinking that this is not going to be right. This is, first of all, not right, and it's not adding up. How do you order somebody to come to court, and then the judge who is to take it up is someone who has recused herself since September last year? It is unheard of. It is stunning. Like this is happening in our very eyes, and everyone is quiet. Everyone is not saying anything. There is more. There's more to this, really. There's more because, again, but it does look like there is a grand plan. Like I mentioned in my previous video, maybe they're looking to use him for politics. That's exactly what it is. Peter Obi is actively in the presidential race for 2027. He has the numbers, at least with what we've seen in the last election. And so it becomes very difficult not to play that kind of politics, ethnic politics. How do I, the thinking is, how do I break Peter Obi in 2027? He has the Southeast backing him, and maybe, parts of South. backing him, at least according to the numbers. So the only way to bust into that flame is basically to release Nnamdi Kanu just before the 2027 elections, so that it will look like he's a messiah. He released your brother, so give me the votes. That's my thinking. I might be wrong, but again, politicians, and they play politics with everything. So this one of those ping pongs that they do. So here's that video that Nnamdi Kanu went on a flurry. You would notice that these guys had nothing to defend themselves with. Absolutely nothing. Binta Nyako had nothing to say to Nnamdi Kanu. And even the counsel to the federal government had practically, you can tell that they were stunned at the knowledge that he has over the law. I don't know. You watch it. Thank you.
He did something in my case. I accused him. He was conscious official. I asked him to recuse himself. Why did the chief judge not insist I was right? He left my case.
Okay, listen. If anybody is not happy with this, then you need to go and
No, I cannot. Because I have a court order. I have a court order. You have recused yourself. I have a court order. Anybody who disagrees with this order of court, go to appeal court. That's what you tell me all the time. You are conscious official. You cannot preside over this case number again. Not in this life. You cannot. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. A woman over here cannot force this court to preside on my case. You cannot. Not today, not till forever. You are recused and you stand recused. Tell the chief judge, Nnamdi Kanu said, go on appeal. I recused him from my case. The state recused Justice Nyako from my case. I did not insist Adjournment must hear my case. I never insisted. So why must you insist to hear my case? I don't want you in my case. I don't need you in my case. You are biased. You are biased. You cannot be in my case. A woman should do the right thing. A chairman of the board of managers constitution is impropriety. Nowhere in the world such nonsense law. You cannot be hobnobbing with lawyers, hobnobbing with justices, and you're proceeding a case. It's shameful. Absolutely shameful. Shameful. This is a court of law. This is a shrine to injustice. And I will not subject myself to it. You stand recused and you must leave my case. You cannot write me. This man is not paying attention. There is an order of recusal, and he's a senior advocate, for goodness sake. There's an order of recusal. Is that not the rule of law? The law says if you disagree with this, you go and appeal. You are a grown-up man. Because of 300 million, you're behaving like a child. Go and appeal. Because of money. Because of money they're paying you from ATM surface, you are here standing and smoking evil. Because of money. A grown-up man like you, you say you have to want to behave like a man of honor. The rule of law says you go and appeal. His Lordship Binta Nyako will not try my case. Not on this planet Earth, I'm telling you that now. So stop wasting your time.
So that, as I said, the issue of the fact that the defendant has indicated that he will not make a formal application. I apply that the Lordship was a safety day for hearing.
You are not well. You are not well. I'm telling you, this is what I'm not well. This is an order of court. An order of court says Justice Binta Nyako is recused. An order of court. Order she made as an order. The same Chief Justice writing the stupid memo he's writing. I recused him. He was functus official. He sat on appeal. I took him to NJC. I recused him. Why did he not say I must sit on your case? Why in the case of his lordship is he insisting? He wants to embarrass her. He wants to embarrass your lordship by asking her to come and sit on this case. Is that what you're saying? There's an order. Give it to him. He doesn't have it. Give him an order of court. It's an order of court. Give it to him. He doesn't have it. An order. Give it. He doesn't have it. It's an order of court.
I take your permission.
It's an order of court.
I take your permission to address you. But let me tell the defendant that in everything life, there's need for wisdom. And wisdom is very important in this matter.
And telling lies.
It is not right for you to be insulting the teacher and insulting.
If you insult yourself, I will insult you. If you have no respect for yourself, I will insult you. Because you people are turning the law. When it comes to Nnamdi Kanu, you turn the law upside down. The law says one thing. If the law says this paper is white, when I go to court, they say it's black. When I say it's black, they say it's white. Is that law? I'm asking you, a senior advocate of Nigeria, is that law? Is the memo from Chief Judge, is memo from Chief Judge sufficient to set aside a court order? The answer is no. Why do you want to change the law in my own case? His Lordship, Justice Binta Nyako, stand recused in my case. Cannot try me. Why don't you get it? Even you definitely get for trial, so you can do your mathematics you always do without shame. I have here before me for the benefit of Chief Awomolo, because it seems he doesn't know the law. So I will tell him, this is national judicial policy of this country. Please give them a copy each. National judicial policy of Nigeria. National judicial policy. I will tell you what it says. Because you don't know, I will tell you. Talking about memo from the Chief Judge of the High Court. Judicial policy of Nigeria. 1C. I'm reading. Verbatim. In the performance of judicial functions, the judge is subject only to the law and must only consider the law. The rule of law in every common law jurisdiction in the world is that once an order of court is entered, the only way to set aside it is by going on appeal. That's the rule of law. You're a senior advocate, you don't know. I will go to see. A judge must not take or attempt to take orders or instructions of any kind from anyone, even the chief judge, from anybody that may influence his decisions in the performance of the judicial function. It means that his lordship, having entered an order of court, a decision between myself and her,